Hi, my name is Jory Sally and I'm Area Sales Manager for J. Lohr Vineyards and Wines. Today I'd like to teach you a little bit more about J. Lohr, and then I'll have the winemakers speak to the wines that you have in your boxes. Over 4 decades ago, Jerry Lohr founded J. Lohr Vineyards and Wines. Jerry Lohr is from South Dakota. He grew up on his family's farm. He went to South Dakota State University and then got his PhD in civil engineering from Stanford. He started a custom home building business in California, but really wanted to get back to his roots of farming. And so what better way in California than to grow grapes, especially in the late 1970s when California wine growing was booming. So he purchased 280 acres in Monterey County, and with advice from UC Davis enologists, he planted everything. Monterey was the next spot to hit it big for California wine growing. And unfortunately, he quickly realized that it was not the best spot for Bordeaux and Rhone varietals, which need a much warmer climate. So in 1985, he purchased the first plot of land in Paso Robles and was one of the first to plant Cabernet Sauvignon there. It was mostly known for Zinfandel before then, and now Cabernet is the #1 grape coming out of Paso Robles. We have over 4,000 acres combined between Monterey County, Paso Robles, and Napa Valley. We have a 35-acre plot in Napa Valley, just in St. Helena, and it's called our Carol's Vineyard. It is named after Jerry's late wife, who passed away from complications of breast cancer about 10 years ago. With that property, it's the only wine we do out of Napa, and we donate $3 per bottle to the National Breast Cancer Foundation to purchase mammograms for women that would not otherwise be able to afford them. We are family owned and operated. Jerry's 3 children all work for the winery. Steve Lohr is our CEO. Cynthia Lohr is our trade and brand advocate. And then Lawrence Lohr works in the vineyards with Jerry, which is what Jerry's passion is the land, and Lawrence is working with him. I should probably mention that Jerry Lohr is in his early 80s, still very involved with the winery. And like I mentioned, the vineyards are his passion, and he is out walking the vineyards every single day, making sure that they are all doing what they're supposed to be doing. We are certified sustainable. We are as close to organic as you can be without paying for the organic stamp on the label. And this year we received the Green Leader Award for all of our sustainability practices. It's been a pleasure to speak to you guys about J. Lohr Vineyards and Wines, and I hope that you enjoy this evening and the videos that I have coming up from the winemakers about the wines you have in your boxes. And I just want to say a big thank you. We really appreciate it.
I'm Kristen Barnheisel. I'm the winemaker for white wines for J. Lohr Vineyards and Wines. Our Riverstone Chardonnay from J. Lohr comes from Arroyo Seco, where we get the cool evening and morning fog that really helps retain acidity, and we get the afternoon winds that extends our growing season by about 3 weeks. We also have Riverstones that help a little bit with the texture. As we're aging the Riverstone, we do stir the lees every week, and what that really gives us is some greater texture and also protects the color. The Riverstone Chardonnay is aged in American, Hungarian, and French oak. The American provides a little bit of baking spices, the Hungarian provides a little bit of sweetness, and more of that vanilla character and mocha character come through for the French oak. We have the #1 AVA labeled Chardonnay in the US. You can enjoy it with some really nice herb chicken or certainly some halibut that has a very nice citrus marinade. As you're enjoying your Riverstone Chardonnay, you'll find aromas of orange marmalade, citrus, white peach, a little bit of pear, and this nice sweet oak with baking spices on the long finish. My winemaking style for Riverstone is probably a blend of Old World and New World. I'm very inspired by the Old World, and what I'm really focused on is texture. So I'm really looking for something that's very balanced and linear, that's got a very long finish. I really enjoy making J. Lohr Estates Riverstone Chardonnay. Cheers.
My name is Brendan Wood. I'm the red winemaker at J. Lohr Vineyards and Wines in Paso Robles, California. I'm happy to talk to you about our Los Osos Merlot. Paso Robles is a great area for growing Merlot. This particular Merlot comes from the El Pomar region, which is a little bit cooler. It's really the ideal topography, climate, and soil for growing benchmark true to varietal Merlot. The blend is mostly Merlot, of course, but then we also like to use Malbec as a primary blender for this wine. Malbec brings this nice hibiscus aroma as well as nice juiciness to the palate. When we ferment these grapes, we like to do a whole berry fermentation. This really helps to make a nice red fruit character on the wine without extracting too much tannin from the seeds. We're really going after nice texture on our Los Osos Merlot. It's aged for 12 months in 100% American oak barrels. About 18% is a new American medium toast barrels. And really what that brings to the wine is just a nice little bit of creme brulee, vanilla aroma, a little bit of hazelnut. It's really just meant to elevate the fruit. The really cool thing about Los Osos Merlot is it just has a lot of food pairing options. Goes great with a rack of lamb, a roasted chicken, can go great with just something like spaghetti and meatballs. It's just such a versatile wine when pairing with foods at the dinner table. I really hope you enjoy your next glass. Cheers. Hi, my name is Brendan Wood. I'm the red winemaker at J. Lohr Vineyards and Wines in Paso Robles, California. I'm proud to present to you our J. Lohr Estates 7 Oaks Cabernet Sauvignon. This wine has really become an iconic Paso Robles Cabernet. In many instances, this is the first wine that people taste from Paso Robles. This wine comes from our original home ranch vineyard. We've also have some newer plantings that this wine comes from, so plantings in our Estrella district as well as our San Miguel district in the Paso Robles AVA. 7 Oaks Cabernet, it's predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon, but we also like to layer in a little bit of Petit Syrah and Petit Verdot. Petit Syrah adds this nice blackberry flavor, and Petit Verdot a little bit of blueberry character. And then there's a little bit of Merlot in this blend as well that adds this nice fresh raspberry character to the blend. So when I think 7 Oaks, I always think beef, you know, filet mignon, ribeye, some type of sirloin steak would be great with any type of umami dish. So just think of like a standard lasagna with red pasta sauce. Out of the glass, what comes at me is this nice berry compote. It's just loaded with, you know, blackberries and raspberries, currants, and it's all kind of framed in this nice hazelnut and baked pastry bouquet. J. Lohr Estates 7 Oaks Cabernet, you know, it's just such an iconic wine. If you haven't tried it, can't wait for you to discover it. I know you'll enjoy it. Cheers.
Hi, this is Julia from Freshenet Minetta, USA. Well done on choosing this bubbly package. You're going to be receiving 2 of our wines. One of them is going to be our Prosecco. This is called Il Prosecco, and Il in Italian means the. So you're going to be receiving the Prosecco. This is super delicious and refreshing. It has notes of green pear, green apple, and some citrus. It is amazing with everything that you're going to have for dinner. Your appetizers, your pasta, chicken, even seafood. And when you're finishing with dessert, nice glass of Prosecco, it's the perfect pairing. The second wine that you receive is our Bollicini Lambrusco. And did you know Bollicini means little bubbles in Italian? So this is gonna be a sparkling red wine. And we recommend serving it chilled, which is unusual for red wines, but it's gonna make it even more refreshing and delicious on these summer nights. Now, I love to drink this with pizza because I'm Italian and that's what we drink pizza with. But it goes amazingly with barbecue or burgers. And look at this can. It's super cute, it's super adorable, and it fits in every bag. So just take it around with you on all your outdoors activities and enjoy the summer.
Hi everyone, it's Melissa here at Houston Dairy Maids, and I'm here to introduce you to the cheeses that you've received. So first off, we'll start with a cheese from Utah. This is called Barely Buzzed, and this is from Beehive Cheese Company. They've made a cheddar base and a coffee and lavender rub on the outside. Has a nice Irish cheddar base, so it's not too sweet and not too sour. So this one is great for snacking. I recommend eating a little bit of the rind with the paste of the cheese. Quite delicious. Next up is Los Camaros, and this is from the Rioja region in Spain. It's been rubbed with olive oil as it ages, and it has 3 milks, cow, sheep, and goat. So you have a nice semi-firm texture there. That's also great for melting if you don't want to snack on it. And lastly, we have our Grand Cru, which is from Wisconsin. It's a Gruyere style, so it's a little bit stronger in flavor. Has a nice nutty caramel notes to it. Also great for cooking or for snacking. I don't recommend eating the rind on this one, but I hope you enjoy everything. Y'all take care. Have a great day.